Well, hi, we started Ansley's Rainbows of Hope in 2014 to help families that are having to travel for their children to receive acute care. And we lived in the hospital for 3 months with 2 of our children. Our son, Austin, he's 23 now, but he was born with a congenital heart defect called tetralogy of Fallot and was flown to Augusta. And Robert and I had to drive all the way from Hinesville there. It was the longest ride of our lives. And because we had no idea, we didn't really understand what was going on with him, whether or not he was going to live or die.
This is Sophie. She was born with hypoplastic right heart syndrome and 4 other defects. So she has tricuspid atresia, pulmonary atresia with an intact ventricular septum, and arterial septal defect.
We're the Hernandez family. My name is Renee. This is Rodolfo, and this is our daughter, Emma Claire. We found out when we were weeks pregnant that she was actually going to have Down syndrome, and in that process we found out that she had a heart defect, and she would require surgery when she was 3 to 4 months old. What we didn't realize is that we would actually get stuck in the NICU for about 40 days after she was born, and that was a really trying time for us because we weren't expecting it, and it was really emotional because we didn't really know what was going on, and we were getting frustrated with the process.
Hello, my name is Debrica Hall Woods, and this is Kylie Woods. Kylie was born with Down syndrome, and she was also diagnosed with having a heart defect. It was a big help for her to support us through the difficult time that we had when Kylie was sick in the hospital.
So, having the weight of how am I going to get back and forth to the hospital, what am I going to eat, it's just not something that is at the forefront of your mind, but it still is a weight. So when Ansley's Rainbows of Hope kind of came into the picture for us, it was just such a lifesaver. They were able to help us with cafeteria cards for the hospital, gas cards whenever we had to go to Atlanta for her heart surgery. And it was just such a blessing.
She's not just somebody who just runs a foundation. She's a parent who's been there with 2 of her own children. Unfortunately, she did lose one. That's the foundation for Ansley. And to have somebody who's been there and they know how you feel, they know it's hard. It's relieving to have someone who cares.
Hey there, we are the Ballard family. I am Renee, this is Gage, and Ben, and then Brantley. We were diagnosed at 35 weeks with Brantley over here with hypoplastic left heart syndrome. We did find out late.
So while we were in the hospital, one of my main concerns has always been finances and how we're actually going to be able to afford being up there. And after Brantley had his problem where we almost lost him, we knew we were going to be up there an extra 3 weeks, and I didn't have that budgeted. So my wife got a hold of the Ansley Foundation, and they helped us out with our food while we were at the hospital and gas getting back and forth, and we just really want to thank them for that.
So the things that we help with are like food, gas, and lodging. When the Ronald McDonald House is full, we've made really great connections at the Ronald McDonald House in Savannah and in Atlanta, and we actually lived in the Ronald McDonald House in Augusta. So referrals we ask, to come from either the Ronald McDonald House or staff at the hospital. Child has to be 18 years old or younger, be critically ill or injured. Typically they're in the ICU. The parents live at least 30 miles away from the hospital, and there has to be like an established financial need. Typically we get our referrals from social workers in the hospital that know what's going on with the family.
From the bottom of our heart, thank you.
Thank you.
Can you say thank you? Are you gonna blow a kiss? Say bye-bye. Mwah. Blow a kiss.
From the bottom of our hearts, thank you.
From the bottom of our hearts, we would like to say thank you.
Thank you!
Thank you, Ms. Nancy.
We started Ansley's Rainbows of Hope in 2014, but we actually received our 501c3 status in February of 2015. And since that time, we have just seen tremendous growth We knew from the get-go that the need was there. It was just, taking time to get the word out, but the word is now out, and just every year we're helping more and more families. And we spend on average over $400 per family, and we do not receive any type of government funding whatsoever. So we are completely relying on the generous donors to keep us going. And without money coming in, we won't be able to continue blessing the families that we are, and we desperately want to continue helping. With Ansley's Rainbows of Hope, we do not discriminate based on the illness your child has. And I want you to rest assured that any money that comes in, that 92% of every dollar goes directly to the families that we serve.